Good morning, family. I pray y'all having a blessed and a fantastic day. This is the day the Lord has made. We rejoicing and we're glad therein. Yes, I know I'm a little early. I said I was going to be trying to post y'all some videos a little earlier than normal, so everybody can have an opportunity to be able to watch them as they're on their way to work or before they go to work or whatever the case may be. But it hadn't been working out that way, and today isn't one of those days the way you're going to get one of those early morning word of encouragement videos. No, this is a video of a different sort, of a different type. I just want to come on for a moment. I know we've been having a blessed day. We started and kicked the day off with prayer. But I want to give us some rules of engagement while we on the GroupMe. I'm going to post here in a moment. After I post this video, I'm going to post a couple of little rules of engagement for operating on the GroupMe so we can get the best out of GroupMe. A lot of times people will delete the GroupMe app, or they will uninstall it or silence the group, and they will never say a mumbling word to anybody and tell nobody why they're doing it, or they'll just say it amongst themselves, amongst their friends or their family or whomever they talk to. And they'll never say anything to anybody about exactly why it is that they uninstalled the GroupMe or put it on silent. So these rules that I have compiled are just a few of many that I could put on, but these are, I believe, the most important. These are the ones that have caused individuals that I know of that I had a conversation with, because I'm crazy enough to walk up to you and ask you why you put the GroupMe on silence, or why you uninstalled the app. So I don't know if you uninstalled it or not, but I know if it's on silent. Yeah. But anyway, so I'm crazy enough to ask an individual what is it? What's the turnoff? It's not that I'm making anybody do it, but I want to know so we can improve. We don't want to do anything that is a nuisance to anybody or distraction to anybody. Even in our worship services, people complain about how loud the service is. We're not going to ignore them and say the sound is perfect, is how it is. But no, we don't want anybody leaving out of that auditorium with headaches and feeling uncomfortable with being in a worship experience just because it's the way we want to do it. No, I want to know what it is that we can do to make your visiting or your being at Truth and Love Ministries be as enjoyable as possible. And it's the same thing with the GroupMe. We want it to be as enjoyable as possible, not offend people, and not cause them just to say, let me cut this mess off because these folk just don't know how to act. So let me lay down some rules of engagement. And listen, before I get started, I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm not trying to throw no shade at nobody. And I'm not trying to be a jerk, if you will. But no, this is just some things we need to do to where we can curtail some of our actions, to where we can make sure that GroupMe is enjoyable for everybody. Can I get a great amen? Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So number one, please refrain from posting on GroupMe while prayer is going forth. I have in quotations, it's very distracting. Yes, it's very, very distracting. And yes, this is really the motivation, the fuel for these rules of engagement this morning. We bombarding heaven. I'm before the throne of grace. I hit a gear. I'm in second gear. And then you got the Jarius on here talking about good morning. Where they do that at? I mean, the Jarius, I'm not throwing no shade, but I know you can handle it. I'm just messing with you, man. But I mean, we got to make sure that prayer is not going on. Today is not the first day it has happened, and the Jarius is not the only culprit. And somebody probably saying why I'm calling them out, because me and the Jerry is cool and we understand our relationship. So don't get offended for him because me and him okay. So anyway, he's not the only one that does it or has done it. But let's just make sure that just kind of think in your mind to say, I wonder if prayer going on today. I wonder if they having prayer, or I wonder if it's still prayer. Let me think about that before I press send, because I'm praying and my phone going off. I'm distracted, and so I know everybody who on the prayer call, who on GroupMe, I know they looking at their phone trying to figure out, well, who just posted on GroupMe, what did they say, or what is that notification. Let's try to just be mindful of the times that we're having corporate prayer not to post on GroupMe, because it's very, very distracting. So, and it's a little disrespectful. But anyway, let's please refrain from excessive conversations on GroupMe. Once again, I got in parentheses, the purpose of GroupMe is so that we can engage each other, one another. But some things aren't for a corporate setting. Listen, this is why the GroupMe, that's why I've been pushing GroupMe. That's why we have it in our announcements every single service. So individual can get on and we can engage with one another. So don't take this as me saying I don't want you to post on GroupMe. Don't take this and say, well, Pastor say refrain from personal conversation. That's not what I'm saying. That's why I'm having a video to clarify what I'm saying. I am saying that when there are some things that can be taken offline. For instance, let me use the Pompeys for example. Say Miss Pompey want Mr. Pompey to stop home and pick up some milk before he come home. At Randy Pompey, honey, would you please pick up some milk before you come home? His response, okay, sweetheart, is there anything else you need while I'm in the store? So you got 60 people on the GroupMe. That's not a conversation that's meant for the corporate body. I'm just using the Pompeys once again because I'm just messing with them and they know I can mess with them, and they never done that, but I'm just using them as an example. So conversations like that is what I'm talking about, that can be held offline, text message, via phone call, or you can send private messages on the GroupMe. There's some things that just don't need to be said in a corporate setting. Now we talking, if we going back and forth with each other, we messing around, we joking, if we just making a comment to somebody, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. That's why we have the GroupMe, so we can engage. I'm telling you, I'm saying this and I'm being as plain as I can. I'm taking my time even to clarify what my comments are and what my thoughts are on these rules of engagement, and somebody's still gonna get offended and somebody's still gonna say I said not for us to post on the GroupMe to one another. That's not what I'm saying. Somebody's still gonna say, well, I'm just not gonna post anything no more because I don't know what they want. Somebody's still gonna say that. I'm sorry, that's not what I'm after. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to give us some parameters and give us some rules so we can know how to govern ourselves when we on the GroupMe. Last but certainly not least, please refrain from posting outside of the following time frame: 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. This is probably one of the most things that I've heard of individuals jumping off the GroupMe because of the fact of how late we post. I post real late sometimes, especially in the praise team GroupMe. I'm posting videos 11 o'clock. If it get past by 11:30, I'll be like, I'm not going to do it. And sometimes I still do it anyway because I don't want to forget the next day. So I'm guilty as charged as well for posting real late. I'm not really posting real early in the morning because I'm not an early riser. But at the same time, some people are. So there's nothing wrong with you posting on the GroupMe. Nothing wrong with what you're posting on the GroupMe. Just kind of maneuver it into the time frames, because as I've said, I've had individuals say, man, we be posting this time and that time and yada yada yada, and it's waking them up and all of that, and they got off of it, they uninstalled it, they deleted it, and we don't want nobody to do that. We want your whatever it is that you have to say, we want it, and we want to be able to read it. We want to be able to encourage us. We want it to be able to enlighten us. But we just want it to be able to be in between 6 and 10 o'clock. So try to refrain unless it's emergency or unless you're reminding folk about prayer. Oftentimes, my wife and I will jump on and we'll say, hey, it's getting ready to be 6 a.m. prayer. Or somebody might jump on and say it's about to be 6 a.m. prayer, maybe at 5:50 or something like that. So, you know, we and then my wife and I, we the rules and we the exception to the rule as well. But you all, the exception to this rule is that maybe you're reminding somebody about prayer, reminding somebody about something, or it's an emergency. So once again, I can't reiterate this enough. I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm not trying to offend nobody. I'm not trying to cause you to say I'll never post on GroupMe again. I'm going to uninstall it. This is to help people from uninstalling it and help people from wanting to jump off of it. And please do not take this opportunity from these rules and from this video for your opportunity to throw shade on somebody or throw shade to somebody about one of these rules, because all of us have fit into one of these rules at some point. Since we've been on GroupMe, if you posted anything, you know, most of us, I'll say most of us have broken one or more of these rules. since we've been on GroupMe. So I'm not singling out one person, not singling out one particular event. I used the Jerry's and I used the Pompeys as simply as an illustration, and I know they good. They love me. I love them. Everything cool. So once again, I love y'all. Thank God for you. If any questions, any comments about someone wanting to clarify something, feel free. Post it on the GroupMe and we'll answer the question accordingly. But once again, I'm not saying not to post on GroupMe. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying just think about it. Before I press in, am I and what I'm about to post, can it or is it beneficial to the whole GroupMe? Just ask yourself that before you post it. All right. I love y'all. Thank God for you. I appreciate you. I'll see you soon. Hopefully I can give you another video after I get Category 5, Carson, off on her way, and drop Kendall off to school. But I'm out of here. I don't want to be late. All right. Bye-bye.